Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Andreas Hasiholan. I'm from State University of Jakarta. My major is accountancy. And now I want to present my report of field work practice in accounting division receivables section at PTKPN Corp Plantation. The first one is introduction. In Indonesia, palm oil is one of product plantation that have a strategic role in economic development. According to Minister Coordinator Field Economy, as the world's largest producer of palm oil, the palm oil industry in Indonesia already created employment of 16 million workers, both directly and indirectly. One of the company which moved in employment and processing coconut palm is PTKPN Corp Plantation. Palm oil and palm kernel production in 2018 was recorded at 48.68 million tons, consist from 40.57 million tons of crude palm oil or CPO and 8.11 million tons of palm kernel oil or PKO. So the total production came from people's plantation at 16.8 million tons is 35%, state large plantation at 2.490 million tons is 5%, and large private plantation at 29.39 million tons is 60%. Now let's talk about developments in the world of work. If we want increase competitiveness among workers, so we must have high quality human resources. So how to make it? For improved quality human resources in Indonesia, educational institutions play a major role in supporting several aspects needed to face job competition for nation building and country. And this statement regulated on law for Undang-Undang Nomor 20 Tahun 2003. Education accounts receivable play a role in division accountancy part accounts receivable on PTKPN Corp Plantation. In accountancy receivables, always classified receivable which arise, because receivables is one of factor which influence cash flow company. On basic receivables arise consequence process sell and buy which occur in company by jury 2017. So the next one is the meaning and objective for internship or PKL. The meaning is the first one is the complete PKL lesson. The second is compare and apply knowledge academic which has studied. The third is upgrade soft skills, knowledge, and experience work. The last is learn intricately calculus out agency. And the objective is the first one is one of precondition got little bachelor on study program accountancy of Faculty of Economy UNJ. The second is become the place at experience in organize. The third is become opportunity on ability. And the last is give opportunity to do develop knowledge field accountancy. And then the continue, the next is PKL utility. What is PKL utility? For a practitioner is the first one, obtain work experience in the field accountancy. The second is add knowledge and skills college student about work. The third is compare knowledge which got during study with profession. Utility for Faculty of Economy UNJ. The first one is build and with work same good between company. The second is measure, role, as well as suity teacher influential in gift theory study. The third is promote candidate results graduate of UNG on dedication good. The next is utility of agency. For agency is the first one is relief burden against agency in complete duty. The second is build good connection. And the last is agency could make a practitioner as consideration for recruitment. The next is place for PKL. Practitioner carry out fieldwork practice activities at PTKP and CORP Plantation as staff accountancy account receivable. The name of agency is PTKP and CORP Plantation, and the places of the company is Gama Tower, Haji Rasuna Said Street, RT 2, RW 2, Kuningan Baru, Kecamatan Mampang Perapatan, Kuningan, daerah khusus Ibu Kota Jakarta. And the website of company is kpnplantation.com. The next one is PKL timetable. The first time is stage preparation. End of September 2021, a practitioner look after letter introduction from part academic FAWNG, then delivered to PT KPN Co Plantation and got confirmation apprenticeship from October 25, 2021 until with January 25, 2022. The second time is stage implementation. Start on that October 25, 2021 until January 25, 2022, a practitioner placed in accountancy division part receivables and a practitioner has 5-day work per week, is Monday until Friday, started from 9:30 until 16:30 West Indonesia time. The last time or the third time is stage writing report. A practitioner start compile report fieldwork practice on 1 February 2020. The second section is general overview and the PKL basis. Now let's talk about history of KPN Corp Plantation Division. PT KPN Corp Plantation is a national private group company in the field of oil palm plantation. PT KPN Corp Plantation is part from KPN Corp or KPN Group, and then KPN Corp, the formerly known as Gamma Corp. When the group are at first in say Gamma Corp, first time in set up on June 2011 by Martua Sitors and his brother Ganda Sitors after Martua Sitors withdraws self from Wilmar International, which is one of company coconut palm, which in set up also by Martua Sitors. Now let's see about organizational structure. The first structure is Direktur Utama in charge of internal audit and sekretaris, and both of them in charge of Direktur Umum dan Personalia, Direktur Keuangan, and Direktur Perkebunan. Direktur Umum dan Personalia in charge of Sumber Daya Manusia, Departemen Umum dan Administrasi, Departemen Hukum, and then Departemen Informasi dan Teknologi. Direktur Keuangan in charge of Departemen Keuangan, Departemen Akuntansi, Departemen Pembelian dan Pengadaan. And Direktur Perkebunan in charge of General Manager, Departemen Agronomi, Departemen Anggaran, and Departemen Sistem Produksi. Vision and Mission Company. PT KPN Co Plantation Corporate vision is to become one of the leading Indonesia agribusiness companies with the best processing and providing high profits. And the mission, PT KPN Corp Plantation's corporate mission is to improve the development of the company with high quality standards environmentally friendly and sustainable, and to provide more added value for all stakeholders. What's the general activity company? PT KPN Corp plantation process in the planting and milling of oil palm strategically operating in various regions in Indonesia. KPN plantation is involved in the planting and milling of oil palm, which operates strategically in various regions of Indonesia. Main activity business PT KPN Corp plantation is plant tree, coconut palm, harvest and process bunch, fruit fresh, produce crude palm oil, coconut palm oil, crude palm kernel oil, and skin core palm oil. The third section is implementation work. For 60 days, the practitioner is placed in the accounting division of the receivables section of PT KPN Corp plantation. When there are companies there that are incorporated, namely the Katingan Timber Group, practitioners are given jobs including the first one is perform recapitulation of receivable funds in the incorporated company Katingan Timber Group. The second is checking and recording problematic receivables in the incorporated company is Katingan Timber Group. And the last is reconciling accounts receivables at the incorporated company Katingan Timber Group. Implementation work. The implementation of field work practice at KPN Corp plantation started on October 25, 2021 until January 25, 2022. Practitioners carry out PKL activities every Monday to Friday at 9:30 to 16:30 West Indonesian times. However, due to government regulations in dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, several times the practitioner has done work from home. And the first work is recapitulation against funds receivable in the incorporated company, Katingan Timber Group. The first step is open all transaction details and read account receivables journal from the incorporated company, Katingan Timber Group. The second step is checking receivables transactions that have been carried out from Katingan Timber Group in the form of monthly or annual. The third is to do recap of receivables and combine into a working paper format for the recapitulation of each company in the Katingan Timber Group. And then this is a picture of the step to recapitulation of funds receivables. This is the step for that. And the next is checking and recording of problematic receivables in the incorporated company, Katingan Timber Group. The first step is contact account receivable staff from the Katingan Timber Group, and then the error here is made if not balance and on the balance sheet. The second is every errors are revised and combined with the correct records. If there is still an error, the first step will be done again. It is contacting the accounts receivable staff from the company at Katingan Timber Group that has problems recording. The third step, or the last step, is when everything has been revised and combined, the practitioner makes an annual recapitulation in accordance with the monthly recapitulation presentation. And then this is the step of recap for problematic funds receivable in Katingan Timber Group. This is balance sheet, and then make some new from problem to adding in the balance sheet. The next work is reconciliation receivable in the incorporated company Katingan Timber Group. The first step is get proof of receivable transaction in December and January from every company in Katingan Timber Group. The second is checking and matching with existing records. If there are transactions that have not been paid, the staff will contact the Katingan Timber Group company to verify the transaction by sending proof of recording when the transaction has been paid. The third is, after getting all the proof of payment files from the subsidiary, the practitioner does a recapitulation for the realization of real receivables and record it in an existing working paper. And then this is the picture of the reconciling fund receivable. This is the step by step for that, and then this is the recording of reconciliation funds receivable of Katingan Timber Group. Okay. Now we go to conclusion and suggestion. The conclusion of my internship at PT KPN Corp Plantation is the first one: practitioner get real work experience and get to know the real work of work. The second is practitioner learn more about a sense of responsibility, improve discipline, especially time discipline, and increase accuracy in completing work. The third is the practitioner learns and understands the procedures for scheduling and coordinating well with other staff. And the fourth point is, at the time of the internship, the author had the opportunity to apply the knowledge gained, including the preparation of income statement, balance sheet, cash flows, and usage accountancy software. The last is practitioner gain new knowledge in the use of Microsoft Excel. And the suggestion is for college student. The first one is college student have to find information about the place of PKL in accordance with the field occupied. The second is student must communicate well in order to be able to socialize with employees. And the third is student must carry out the work given with full responsibility. For the university, the first one is give PKL students are equipped with morals and work ethics so that at the time of implementing PKL, they can bring the good name of university. And then suggestion for agency is the first one is give guidance for a practitioner so that practitioner can better understand the assigned task and do them well. The second is clarify the division of tasks to financial staff so that it doesn't happen double responsibilities, and assign tasks according to each section. The third is staff can give better attention, trust, and direction to the practitioner. Okay, I think that's all about my presentation from my internship at PT KPN Corp. So thanks for attention and goodbye.